Conservative leadership candidates go for a bare-knuckles brawl. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. One thing is clear from the Conservative leadership race right now: they are ignoring Ronald Reagan's famous 11th commandment.
The 11th commandment prevails, and that is, thou shalt not speak ill of another Republican.
Now, put into a Canadian context, what would that be? Well, it would be don't speak ill of a fellow Conservative. But they're doing it all over the place these days, and it's probably only going to get worse as the ranks of candidates swell. Aaron O'Toole has resigned his critics post at Public Safety in the Conservative caucus to explore a leadership bid. He's definitely in, he just hasn't made it official this week. And, of course, this week we saw a couple of Conservatives going after each other. Brad Trost, Conservative MP, candidate for the leadership, going after Prime Minister Stephen Harper's former Chief of Staff. That's right. Trost says if Conservatives are going to go after people like Gerald Butts and Katie Telford for charging extravagant moving expenses to the taxpayer, it's only right that they go after Giorno. And Trost has dared Giorno to pay back a good chunk of the $79,000 that he says he expensed when he moved from Toronto to Ottawa. This has turned into a bare-knuckles online brawl between the two. It shows no sign of slowing down anytime soon. Meanwhile, Kellie Leitch is blasting Andrew Scheer, who made it official this week, by calling him an out-of-touch elite. Why is she calling a guy whose family only ever took public transit when he was growing up an out-of-touch elite? Well, she says it has nothing to do with income. And as a surgeon, hers was substantial before getting into politics. For her, it's about attitude and outlook. In a fundraising email, she blasted Scheer for holding his leadership bid announcement at the National Press Theatre across from Parliament Hill, and for not being fully on board with her idea of screening immigrants and refugees for anti-Canadian values. When asked about it, Scheer simply said he didn't think it was an effective way to do what she wanted to accomplish. All of this to say, the Conservatives are going at each other, hammer and tongs. It's likely only going to get worse as more leadership contestants enter the fray. We saw this in the Republican primaries with 17 candidates. Every candidate had to get their elbows up just to get noticed. But here's the question: are they simply writing attack ads for their competitors? Remember when the Liberals held their 2006 leadership contest? There were a lot of candidates, and an awful lot of attack ads came out of that. You might remember this one.
Stefan, we didn't get it done. We didn't get it done, and we have to get it done, and we have to understand.
This is unfair.
We didn't get it done.
This is unfair. You don't know what to speak about. Do you think it's easy to make priorities?
Leaders set priorities. Leaders get things done. Stéphane Dion is not a leader.
So while it's tempting for the Conservatives to go after each other, to try and get attention, to get buzz in the media, to gin up their own base supporters, is it the wisest move for themselves going forward? Is it the wisest move for the party and for the eventual leadership winner? There's going to be an awful lot of material for the other parties if it continues in this vein. If you like what you just saw, stick around. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Never miss another Rebel video again. Or head on over to the Rebel.media and become a member where you can access premium content.